Doing a simple tune-up is one of the easiest ways to make sure your car is running at its best, and just as importantly, saving money on fuel. And doing one is easier than you might think. So we're going to show you how to do a simple tune-up yourself right here, right now. Welcome to the AutoZone DIY Garage. When we talk about a simple tune-up, we're basically talking about 5 things: changing spark plugs, ignition wires, O2 sensors, and air and cabin filters. These are well within the ability of even a novice do-it-yourselfer. Ignition wires wear down over time and need replacement. Symptoms of a worn or failed wire are rough idle, loss of performance, and eventually a dead cylinder if it's not getting any spark at all. AutoZone has a selection of wires to fit your budget and the kind of performance you're looking for. When replacing ignition wires, replace one at a time. This prevents installing the wrong wire on the wrong plug, which is something you definitely don't want to do. Pistons fire in a particular order and won't run right if you accidentally change the order. When removing ignition wires, don't pull the wire itself. Always pull the boot. Failing to do so will damage the wire and boot assembly, and you could end up having to replace a perfectly good wire. Some vehicles have wires and some have coil-on plugs. When equipped with the coil-on plug, the ignition coils are mounted directly over the spark plugs. These applications still have a spark plug boot that wears down just like a spark plug wire and need to be replaced during a tune-up. Did you know you can make the job easier by using a spark plug boot tool that you can buy at AutoZone to pull the wires off the plugs? Another good tip is to use dielectric grease in the boots when installing or removing plug wires to help prevent arcing and help make future boot removal easier. And be sure that your wires are secure and routed away from exhaust components. That takes care of plug wires. Let's talk about spark plugs. Spark plugs have a metal tip or electrode that wears down over time from heat and pressure. You need to set the gap prior to installation. The gap is the amount of space between the center and side electrodes and is critical to the proper operation of your engine. The experts at AutoZone can help you with gap information for just about any engine. When a tip is worn out, a common symptom is a misfire. It's smart maintenance to replace the plugs with every tune-up. When you replace them, it's a good idea to use plugs of the OE recommended metal or better. Look at your owner's manual or a repair manual, or ask the experts at AutoZone about the recommended plug and gap for your engine. Again, AutoZone carries a complete range, including the highest performance plugs available. Before you insert the new plugs, lightly apply anti-seize on the threads, which you can get at any AutoZone. It will help when it's time to replace the new plugs. Be careful to avoid getting anti-seize anywhere else but on the plug threads. Another part you want to replace at regular intervals is the oxygen sensor or O2 sensor. Your vehicle may have one or more. This important part helps monitor your engine's fuel-air mixture and has a direct effect on both fuel economy and drivability. But over time, soot and carbon in the exhaust gas clogs the sensor so it can no longer do its job properly. When that happens, your mileage will suffer. You may notice a rougher idle. It can even damage or destroy your catalytic converter. For more information on O2 sensors, see our video, Oxygen Sensor Overview. Deposits in your fuel system can lead to rough idling, engine hesitation, and overall poor performance. They can also reduce your fuel economy. Adding a fuel system cleaner, fuel injector cleaner, or fuel treatment to your gas can remove contaminants and help performance and fuel economy. You should also check your air filter every tune-up, and replacing it is usually an easy job. The filter strains the incoming air for dirt particles that could damage your engine. But just by doing its job, the filter gets clogged over time and gradually becomes less effective. A clogged or dirty air filter makes your engine work harder to get the air it needs to deliver maximum performance and fuel efficiency. Did you know 2 aspirin tablets worth of dirt can cause more wear than 75,000 miles of normal driving to your engine? Like we said, replacing a filter is usually a simple job. If you need help, consult your repair manual or register at AutoZone.com to see a free repair guide. Many vehicles today are equipped with the cabin air filtration system and have a replaceable filter element to keep the air inside the vehicle clean and reduce the presence of pollutants and allergens. Your owner's manual or the experts at AutoZone can tell you where it's located. Clean interior air is good for both driver and passengers, as well as the appearance and durability of the interior surfaces. Like any filter, cabin air filters begin to lose their effectiveness over time. Replace yours every time you replace your air filter. And for more information on air and cabin air filters, see our air filter and cabin air filter overview videos on these subjects. And that's how easy it is to do a simple tune-up. We hope this information helps when you decide to do the job yourself. And remember, it's always helpful to consult with someone you trust. For more details on tune-ups or other frequently asked questions, be sure to talk to the experts at AutoZone. Remember, parts are just part of what we do.